Hi, today I'm going to show you how to rig a spider. So the first control I want to build is the global transform control. So how do we do this? Let's create a curve. And I like to draw them on the grid, and since this model is so small, the grid is pretty huge compared to it. So I'm just going to make it first, and then we'll scale it to fit. Oops. So I'm going to hold down X to snap it to the grid. I'm basically trying to make a circle with arrows on it. And then I can go to, let's see, make this a corner. So I'll hold down Shift and grab it and make that a corner. So grab all these. Alright, that worked pretty well. I'm gonna grab now these ones. Just, oh, that's fine. It makes it look like a spider web, but that's not what I want. I'm just gonna scale them up a little bit and just make them Bezier. Okay. So that's going to be my global control. Go back to object mode, scale it down. And I need to leave room for all like the foot controls. So I guess this one's going to be pretty big. So this, let's go to poly modeling, freeze those transforms, delete any history on it, and convert this. So modeling, modify, convert Bezier to curves. I converted that to a nurbs curve, and now it's ready to use as a control. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to duplicate this one and make it smaller and use this as my cog control as well, and just float that above the body. Like above the head. So there's that. And a quick trick to give it a group that's in the same place. You can duplicate it, hit down, delete. It deletes the shape node, and then just parent that to that. Now it's in a group. And let's freeze the scale, which should freeze the scale of the children. This one, do the same thing. Control D, down, delete, and then parent that. So this smaller one is going to be the cog control. Cog null. Okay, cog is a child of the transform. I also want a gimbal control that's going to go part of the body, and I need a body control. Create a circle Let's just put it right up there. Match all transforms. Go to control vertex. Turn off grabbing IK and joints so I can grab the points. Just put it in there because I like to keep my transforms and rotations separate if I can on most things. So this is going to be my gimbal control. Alright, so this one now needs a group. I actually created a shelf button that does that, which I'm probably going to use. It's just this null parent. What that does is when I select something and hit that button, it just duplicates it, deletes the shape, and parents it again. So I just get a group on my controls. So this is my cog gimbal control. Guess capitalized it since it's an acronym. Center of gravity is what that stands for. Make that a child there. Now both of these controls and their groups, I want to make pivot from the cog bone. So I'm gonna hide the mesh. Take these, well, all of these, hit D, hold down V, and snap it there. Now I want to create controls for the tips of the feet and, for the body. So first let's do the body. Create nurbs circle. And do control vertex. It's fun to just shape them a little bit so you kind of have an idea of what they're supposed to be doing. But okay. Just center it from the top. All right, so it's our body. And I can go ahead and delete history, freeze it, and create a group. So here, do that. I need to freeze this actually. Okay, this I need to put the pivots at that joint. So D, V, see if we can snap there. Nope. All right, there's that. Make this a child of cog. Actually a child of cog, not cog gimbal. Let's just create a cube. I already have a cube control that I built. So what I did here is I created a button that it just has a string. Like I drew a cube with the curve editor, right? And then I put that into put all the stuff that it showed me in the script editor into a button. So when you draw a curve, it gives you stuff up here. Put that into a button and added that to my shelf. And so you can do the same thing. You do the same way that I did this one, except you go to different camera angles and draw them like this. I'm just gonna show you a quick example, but I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. So create curves, whatever curve you want. Like start at the side view and hold down X, right? And then go to front view, and then go to top view. So right, and you kind of work your way all the way around it like that, and then just make sure everything is a corner. So you can cross bars, like you can draw on the same line multiple times. You just change angles to draw the different sides so that it snaps to the grid. And then what it did is, as I drew that, it created this curve, like starting with curve. So this is creating that curve. And so, anyway, then you copy and paste that into your script down here, and then add that to your shelf, and then you can get a button to make your control. So I need to make one for this shape. I use this all the time for the global stuff and the cogs and things, so I really need to just add that to my shelf. But I haven't yet, so maybe I'll do a video on that. But for now, I'm going to delete this and create my cube controls. Place them at the feet. Maybe I can even snap them to the joint. Match translation. Take this. And this is going to go through the floor a little bit, and that's okay. Half of it's going to be above the floor, but the spider's not always going to be on the floor. It can be dangling from a web or something. So let's do the parent. Freeze the scales. And call this left foot 1 IK control. Left IK foot. All right, duplicate that a couple times. Match translation. Rename these. maybe I also want to do a, well, I guess I'm not going to really be able to move the base, so okay, so for these ones, I'm going to do just NURBS circles. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. For this, create a NURBS circle. And when I do this, I like to point them down the x-axis. So I need to flip them sideways, and scale it. And I'm also going to just drag it a little bit so that it's not right on the bone. Because when it's up here, I don't want it to be hidden up in his body somewhere. So now I need to freeze this. And I'm gonna put this in a group. I'll just do Control G this time. This one, I should have left it there. Okay, so now call this left feeler segment 1 control. Saving it. I'll put this in there. Modify, match all transforms, and duplicate. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Modify, match all. Hit G. Hit G. I can hide the joint. Make it so I can't select the joints. And just scale these down a little bit. Object. So I'm messing with the control vertices of these controls and not the actual object. So if I move them, then I won't have to move pivots again. So I can move them and the pivot's gonna stay up there. Okay, so there's that. Need to now rename these. So right now, just grab everything, parent them. 2, 3, 4, feeler, make that part of the cog. Oh, and then the mouth. So just duplicate that. Make this, put that there. Modify, match all. And then I can delete those bottom ones. This one I'm gonna just bring back up. this. Oh. Modify. Search and replace. Turn feeler into mouth. There. Okay. I think that's all the controls. So next control, we'll hook everything up